we're gonna see how text formatting works in CSS. And right now, all I have is my index HTML, okay, and my styling with just this with one of our previous videos, okay. I just needed to go ahead and apply this in case you haven't done that, okay, or probably just go ahead and watch the previous video so that you can get along with what we are doing, okay. Now I have my section, and inside my section I have div, and inside this div I have a class of div1, okay. And I'm gonna show us how text formatting works in CSS, okay. And I will go ahead and open this with live server, okay, so that it can just show me on the web. All right, now look at what we have so far. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do right now is, first of all, let me show us how we can change the color of our text, okay. I already know we know that, but let me just do that, okay. And just go ahead and change the color, which is here, from white to maybe any color you want. You can make use of RGB, you can make use of an hexa, okay, and save it, and then it changes the color, okay. So let's just get it back to white. And then what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna do something called test align, okay, test align. And I'm gonna do that test align right in this our div1, okay. So it is also a test formatting in CSS, okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do right now is just say test align, okay. So test align, as the name implies, is just how you can align your text from maybe from right to left, left yeah, from right to left, from left to right. And also you can even align to center, you can even make it justify and not justify. Okay, let's say I'm gonna, because default is actually left, okay. Now let's say I just want to make it right this time around. Let's see how it's gonna be in my web. As you can see, everything just got aligned to the right hand side, okay. Now let's see how we can make it align to the center, okay. Let's say I can make it align to the center. I will just go ahead and change it back towards center, and it aligns to the center. Let's see one more thing, which is justify, okay. Justify to make everything fit in, just as these, okay. These are the text align we have in the HTML, in the CSS text formatting, okay. Now we are gonna do some other things. Let's say we have a link. Let me add a link to my HTML, okay. I'm gonna add a link to my HTML right now by going to my code, and in my HTML I'll just say I have a div, and this div, let's say it contains a link, and then I'm gonna say like this, and then the link takes me to nowhere, okay. I just say this is a link. All right, and I say this is a link, and then I'm gonna go ahead and check it out on my web browser, and it says this. Now I want us to notice something now, okay. Looking at this link, I didn't start this link, but it came on its own, okay, by its own. It came on its own by with this underline and also a color of blue, okay. So you might want to remove that underline in your code, okay. So what are you gonna do? You're just gonna say maybe you're just gonna give this a class name by saying class equal to maybe links, okay. And then I can now go to my I can save it and go to my CSS and just go to dot links, okay. And then go ahead and say inside this link there is an A, which is the anchor. I'm just going to add the A here, and then I'm gonna say to remove the underline, all you have to do is to say text decoration, okay. Text decoration, and then apply it to be none. All right, apply it to be none like such, and then go ahead and check your file, and it's out, okay. Then the color, basically you know how to remove the color, right? It's just for you to say color, and then you want to make it black, it's up to you, okay. I'm gonna say black, and save my file, and the color of that link becomes black. But as you can see, when I hover on it, it still gives me that pointer like icon showing that this is actually a link. All right, yeah, this is for the link. Also there's a decoration known as overline. You know, the same way we have an underline, that's the same way we have overline, okay. So let me say we want that line to no longer be under but rather over. I'm just gonna say overline this time around, and this applies to any element, not just link only, okay. You can apply this to any of your elements. All right, so I'm just using the link as an example. That's I'm using an anchor tag as an example, okay. So coming here, let me give this my this purple div, let me give it a margin of margin bottom so that we can see where that overline is, okay, because it's more like covering it. But let's say margin bottom, and then I'm gonna say about 20 pixels is okay for me, and I will save the file and check it out. Okay, cool. Now we can see that this link now have an overline above it. Okay, the same way you can also apply for line through. Okay, line through. Let's see how line through works. I can just say line and dash through. Okay, like this, and then I can save my file and I can go ahead and check it out. Okay, this is how line through works. Okay, that is it for that one. Now let's also move further and check out for other stuff. Let's say we want our link to have everything to be uppercase. Okay, all you have to do is to say let's transform this time around. Okay, let's transform, and then you can say uppercase. Okay, like this, uppercase, and save your work, and then everything becomes uppercase. Okay, in case you want to make, in case everything was really in the uppercase and you want to make them lowercase, all you have to do is to change this into from uppercase to lower and then case. Okay, but also if you want to make it capitalized, that is to say that each word comes with capital letter, you just have to say capitalize. Okay, capitalize, and then save your work, and something like this. Okay, that's basically it for this one. There is also another one known as text indentation. Okay, text indentation. So how does it work? Indentation is more like giving a spacing just before the first word. Okay, let's see how it goes. I'll just say go back to my CSS and I'll just go ahead and say text indent. Okay, text indent. Let me say text indent like this, indents, and then I'm gonna give it the size I want. Let me just say 40 pixels, and notice what happened here when I save my work. Let's see, it's now giving me what I wanted. Okay, let me try to increase this to know why. Okay, it didn't work here and I didn't know why, but let's try to apply it on a paragraph. Okay, maybe it's not really working on a link. Let me just apply it on a paragraph. Let me say p and then paragraph. Okay, para and then graph. Okay, we'll just go ahead and say inside the links, right? It's inside the links. Yes, inside the links, and I have my p. Okay, I have my p. I can apply this text indent here. Let me see, and then as you can see, it now works on the paragraph. So I just noticed that it doesn't really work on links. Okay, it doesn't work on a. Okay, on anchor tags. That's for this text indent. All right, it doesn't work on anchor tags. Everything can work, but I think this text indent doesn't really work on it. So I can just go ahead and apply back to 50. Okay, so I was trying to explain that more like you're trying to give a spacing at before the first word. Okay, before the first word that you have. All right, so next thing we're gonna look at now is line spacing and all the rest of it. Let me remove these ones. Okay, I think they have served their purpose, and then I can also come here and remove this part and then save it, and let's focus back on this one. I'm gonna apply something called letter spacing. Okay, letter spacing is basically how letters are being spaced out from one another. Okay, look at how it is at by default. Okay, now all you have to do is to come here and then say letter and then spacing. Probably you want to space your letters and they are two occupied each other. Okay, to each other, but you want to space it out, so can you do something like this and then say 5 pixels or any amount. Okay, and it gives you something like this. Okay, so you notice that each letter is spaced 5 pixels from the other letter. Okay, that's for letter. Also, you might want to do for what is it called again? You want to do for word spacing. Okay, word spacing. Yeah, there's something as word spacing. All right, no, now you have done for letter, and you might also want to do for word. Okay, now letter in the sense that each character. Now word in the sense of you just want to carry each word. Okay, and do spacing from each other. Okay, all you have to do is change this thing from letter to words, just word. Okay, and then you are done with that. Just check it out, and you can see that each word is now separated from the other. You can even make it up to 20 pixels for it to be more obvious and you understand really. Yeah, that's just how that one works. Okay, so finally we're gonna look at text shadow, and then let's see. Probably you want to add a shadow to your text. Okay, let me remove this word spacing. I don't think I will need it now, and then I'll just go ahead and say text shadow. You're gonna see how that text shadow works. Okay, because probably in along the line while you are creating your own website, you might want to add some shadows to your text. Okay, and how it works is just basically it takes up three parameters, and then first one the pixels by size. Okay, and then the last one is more like the color of the shadow that you want. Let me assume red in my own case, and I'll come here, and as you can see it is not applying. Let me comment. Okay, and by the way, to comment in CSS, all you have to do is to just keep your cursor the same way we used to do it in the HTML by just doing control / if you are on Windows, or command / if you are on Mac OS. Okay, so just keep your cursor here and then command / for me, and then I have this. Okay, this is basically an single line comment. Okay, I just have to comment this line. As you can see, it has / asterisk, then what you want to comment, and after commenting, then asterisk / okay, so this is how you can do it, and I just had to use the shortcut by using command and holding command and / all right, and it just serves the purpose. All right, so I had to comment it out so that we will not see the color, and then we can see, okay, the text here is white. Let me change it to black so that we can really see what we are trying to do here. Okay, I'll change it to black, and yes, now you can see that we are having our shadow here, and the shadow is actually red shadow. Okay, and our normal text is actually black, and we are just trying to apply some shadow. So in case you want to move it away from where it is, you can just change some positioning here. Okay, I did 20 here, and it is actually away from, like, more like away from the top. Okay, so and this one, in case you just want to move it, you can just say 10 here, and then it moves away from the left. Okay, so basically this one starts as the left and this one starts from the top. So you might want to say this is up to you, however way you want it to make your website looks more nice is up to you. Okay, so you can just go ahead and play around with the pixels and have whatever you want, and it's gonna have more like a shadow like text. Okay, or picture. All right, okay, so this is actually what I want us to know when it comes to text formatting in CSS. And in case you are just joining us, I really want you to go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and go ahead and also like our video and share it to your friends. All right, comment if peradventure you have any concerns. All right, thank you so much, and see you right in the next episode.